You must always whisper. You have to realize, Ricky, this is the Tuesday night.
Are you fuzzy or am I fuzzy?
Listen, on this camera, we look terrific. On that camera, again, it's the internet gods. On Bloomington Road, the electricity is no good. The internet is no good.
I think it's because we're so high up.
Yeah,
it's the altitude.
We're close to the same altitude as the Rocky Mountains.
You ever notice sometimes you talk funny?
It's funny how he is. Welcome. This is the Tuesday night show. We're recapping Monday night's show because Monday night's show.
Take a look at your picture on there. It looks bad, man.
Well, for the people that think it's blurry, they know how naturally good looking I am already. So it's okay. And this is actually fixing you up.
I had to get all my hair done for this show, and now I can't even see how nice it looks.
Good job on the nose hairs. You really trimmed those babies down.
Nose hairs? I got a lot of nose hairs. The real men have a lot of nose hairs.
The fancy start. That's a fancy start. Kelly, where the hell are your birds? May 22nd's coming. Wings of Stone, Wings of Glory. No, they're Wings of Stone. We got to get your team in. Hey, there's our buddy Will, Neil, Kelly, David Tracy, Michael Peevler. Again, he is related to the Keeblers, the Keebler elves. They make the best cookies.
Can the people actually see us?
Joseph, you don't have to worry about what they can see. They can see us. Yeah, that's better. Put those glasses on, Ray. Mike Sheridan in the house. Hey. Hello, everyone. Troy is back on. Again, guys, Sherry, whoa. Okay, so this is the Tuesday night show. Ricky's getting ready to do that movie Top Gun 3. He's going to pretend he's Tom Cruise. God, even in glasses, you still don't look that good. It's one of those things. I do find the glasses make your nose a bit smaller. I'm just going to say that, eh?
Hey, guys with big noses make the best lovers, and I think you better start pounding your nose to get it a little bigger for you.
Ricky, I need.
Okay. And the other thing.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait a minute. The other thing too is.
Go ahead.
If you ever noticed the feature
of what?
I have earlobes. Yeah. The real European earlobes.
No, you're European. I have Belgian earlobes. You have European.
This is all Europe. You can hang. You can hang all kinds of stuff off these earlobes.
Hey guys. First and foremost, check your earlobes to see if you have earlobes like myself that are good, or like Ricky that are apparently some type of a.
What do you have?
Star Trek: The Next Generation earlobes.
Do you know how many people would love earlobes like this?
Americans, read it. I know, Ricky, you won't be able to read it, but it says our last shipment, May 22nd. That's the shipment. You have to send your birds to us on May 22nd.
What day is that, though?
That's a Monday next week.
Okay, Monday. Okay.
Monday.
Send them.
Kelly, Jeff, your birds. Monday, you send them. Drive them up. Meet me in Buffalo. Okay. That's the shipping. We're going to go back to that a few times. Oh, another thing. Running right now. Before we talk about canker. We're going to get back into canker. Hey, Pioneer Hunger Games. We already got our...
Kelly and Jeff.
Jeff and Kelly.
From Rochester.
Freedom Guide Dogs.
Yeah. Oh, I have something to show them. Show and tell.
For them?
Are they on right now?
Well, we don't know if they're on now. They could have been on after the intro, then they could have left. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyways, Pioneer Hunger Games. We opened her up, and already I got to thank Mike Sheridan. He's activating his birds. Fabio Gotti versus Ward, he's activating his birds. Guys, activate. And this is what you're going to see. You see the green dots on the right side? These are birds that have been activated. Our goal in the next week and a half is to get all these birds activated. Reason being, we want to set a board and bond race record. We want them to get to 1,000 pigeons. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to enter all these Pioneer birds into the board and bond race. So guys, I need you to believe in your pigeons. I need you to get activating. Remember, owners of these birds, you have until June 1st to activate your own pigeons. After June 1st, then it goes to the public. And who is the public? Anyone else wants to activate them.
Always remember one thing.
Are you going to leave those on all night?
Yeah. If you snooze, you lose. And the public, people, there's some sharpshooters out there.
Like myself.
They're waiting for you to snooze. And Once you snooze, you lose.
That is correct.
Bottom line, done.
Line is bottom.
And then what did we say? Let the games begin.
Ryan, what is your opinion versus LMRs on cutting flights for young birds when flying in old bird season? Okay, I think
old bird season.
Okay.
We're not talking about old bird season.
I think I'm going to go with New Jersey and New York. When I was down there, they cut the flights down there because they don't darken. They cut the flights. They cut 2 flights. They cut 3 flights. They do whatever they do on cutting flights. I was in Indiana. Guys were cutting flights. When you cut the flights and you pull the flights, the bird gets new flights that come in. The flights on the bird's going to molt through and finish his molt and do his thing. It's the same thing if a hawk hits a pigeon and pulls out a flight, or you grab a pigeon by the tail and pull out a flight. What does the tail do?
What?
Grows in. How is it going to be when a bird gets old birds? The bird's just going to do its normal thing.
I believe you can darken or you can lighten, and that's what we're doing.
What?
Lightning.
But what Troy's asking is, how are the flights going to be as old birds?
They'll be okay. They'll be the same because how should I say it? Okay, if you don't darken them, first of all, I believe darkening doesn't really help the pigeons' morale, the growth. It's like, why right now all the leaves on the trees, the robins are laying eggs, little animals are having young ones, because now we got the light. It's time to reproduce and flourish. A tomato, put it outside now. We have the sunlight. It makes the tomato grow. Try and grow a tomato in the wintertime. The tomato, doesn't have a taste because it doesn't get the right sun, the right nourishment from the environment.
Now,
so if you take the pigeon and darken it, you're doing something. It's like, look at it here in the wintertime. We don't get the sun, so we don't get enough vitamin C. We get colds. We get flus. We get all this stuff here in the winter because we don't get that sun. I have a friend that he's into physical body stuff. He's 60 years old. Paul Whiteman, strong, healthy guy. He's into vitamins and stuff. He says for us here in the winter months, we should be eating 20 oranges per day. Whereas a guy that lives down in wherever he's getting all the sun, Barbados, Florida, and all that, they maybe eat 1 orange a day. I mean, for the amount of vitamin C. So why? So we're putting them on the lights.
How do you feel these flights are going to be next year as old birds?
They're going to be the same.
They're going to be old bird flights.
No, because, okay, even if you didn't pull those flights, didn't cut them and pull them, what happens is when we get to September, if you didn't pull them, you didn't cut them and pull them, what's going to happen in September, you're going to find birds, they're going to be on their 9th or even on the 10th will be gone. And birds flying on the 10th, a lot of them at that time will be on a blood quill. On a blood quill, it'll be up this far. You're going to try and fly a pigeon at 300 miles on a blood quill, the end of his wing. It's like, so what we're doing is we're advancing that molt.
Right.
So by that time, you're going to have full flights. Next year, and those birds and old birds, it's going to be
the same flights. They're the same flights. They're going to molt them. They're going to molt the same way again.
Same molt. Now, that's right.
Now, again.
And the thing is, on the light, these birds are not deprived of sitting in a box with no light.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, how that feels? Can I ask you, we've darkened for how many years?
Well,
maybe 15 years? We know
probably more. 30 years.
20, 30 years. Okay, whatever. 20 years.
40 years.
Let me ask you. This is the first year we put them on lights the other way. How have we found it so far? So far,
The health, 100%.
100%.
No. Hey, listen, please. Put yourself in a dark
Now hold on,
box
Sam.
and find depression.
Sam,
you get depression when you're in a dark box.
Guys, Sam, he's the guy who showed me this system.
Mhm.
Okay, he's a very good flyer. The people there in his area, they use this. They don't use the darkening. I've seen it for myself. I've seen those birds on the light. He had birds that were squeaking. Squeaking.
Mhm.
They'd already dropped 2 flights. Squeaking.
Mhm.
I looked at the flights. I looked at the confirmation. I looked at the overall health of the pigeons out in an aviary.
Mhm.
I brought a few out. I checked them out. They're feeling great. I seen 0 like pigeons growing in the dark, which I don't. It's you see there's a difference. Now, for One Laugh Racing, I think this is a little bit better of a way. We're gonna try this out. So far, I'm quite happy with it.
It's positive.
It's positive.
You know
Now-
what?
now,
There's more.
hold on.
I'm just saying,
Hold
for
on.
the human beings, and we are a part of the earth, blood running animal. We are. There's more suicides in the country, in the nation, during the winter months, which is dark,
Okay.
dark,
Question.
dark. Why?
Question.
Why? Because what should I say? Depression. It's depression. So why would you put? I'm thinking about it. I didn't like the darkening when it started.
We always find the odd flaw.
I called it the dumbing system at the
Pretty-
beginning and
pretty
all that. And then what happens is we train the pigeons or we eliminate all the dummies that didn't want to get onto that program, and now we think we got the best birds around.
Hold on. Okay.
So
So hold on. So Troy's asking, and I'm gonna let Sam answer this question because Sam is on.
Sam on.
Sam's on.
Nice to meet you, Sam.
I'm gonna let Sam answer it. He's a pretty swift guy. If you cut the flights and pull them on a pigeon,
Mm-hmm.
you raise them as young birds and they race well for you. Sam, in your area, how do the birds do the next year as yearlings? How do the birds do on their 2-year-old year? How do the birds do as 3-year-olds?
I'm just going to tell you, there's no difference.
Okay,
You're
I
just
think there's no
advancing
difference.
that molt.
There's no
That's all
difference.
you're doing.
I'm saying there's no difference.
What
You're
happens
saying
when
there's
you
no
pull
difference.
a tail out of a pigeon? You
Let's
think it's going to
see.
screw them up for
Let's
next
see
year?
if we're full of shit or if Sam says different. I think Sam's going to agree, but hey, who knows? Sam says, "Hey, Rich, question for you. Mike Sheridan had this question, and I like sort of how you answered it because it's a very common sense answer, but it's a tricky one if you don't think about it.
Mhm.
Once you pull the flights, how long does it take for pigeons to grow them back?" And you had a real swift answer.
Who, I did?
Yeah, about a young pigeon and the time, all the feathers.
Okay, so, excuse me. From the time a young pigeon hatches, if you look at that pigeon at the 5-week mark, that would be 35 days old.
Mhm.
He's got a full wing, full tail, everything's full. Full.
And basically, the yellow feathers are off his head.
Everything's, yeah, he's
5 weeks
Yeah, 5 weeks total.
total.
So
That's a whole body.
that's a whole body of feathers.
Right.
So
Now, Sam comes back after saying, "Hi, Rich." He answers the question for Troy. There is absolutely no difference.
that's what I'm saying, 100%. Hey, it's like pulling nose hairs. It's gonna bother you, in next year or 6 weeks or whatever. No, they just grow back.
Now, the one thing I did like that Sam pointed out, and Sam says this, and I'm going to add on to this. You're flying young birds that are fully molted and more mature. They can be easily more motivated, which that's a great thing if you're into that. But if you look at flights on a young pigeon that hasn't done a full molt, you look at the end flights. They're normally pointy. They're not nice and round. They're not the same feather quality as a pigeon that's done a full molt. Do you not agree? A young bird wing never looks as good as an old bird wing. It doesn't.
No,
It doesn't.
And the new flights that come in
Are stronger.
are wider,
Mm-hmm.
a bit wider, and they are a bit longer.
And they're
on the wing.
and they're better shaped at the end.
That's what I'm saying.
They've got more of a rounded knife shape. Again, things to just notice. Mo, the cheese man's in the house, and Mo says, "Hi, Richard." Mo said hi to you. And guys, tonight we're not calling him Ricky. We're calling him Ray. How's it going, Ray?
Call me Stevie.
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah. I just called to say I love you.
Oh.
That's all.
Does the darkening stunt the growth, or does cutting advance the growth? Okay, so Michael Peeble asks this. I think, I think something to do with darkening. It stunts a bit of the bird. There's a little bit there. And I think maybe not in your own loft as much.
But look what happens when you darken pigeons. After the races are over, what do?
So
what do we do after the races are over? We turn the lights on. Why? Because we want them to get the flights off. Get the flights off and get them finished. Like that's what we do, right?
Now Troy says, and this is interesting because we grew up here where we learned the darkening.
We're still not growing up.
No, we're still learning. But everyone here flies darkening. Everybody. Anybody that flies young pigeons pretty much is darkening them. Pretty much. Troy asks, why don't guys here in Southern Ontario don't cut them and cut them instead of the darkening? And Troy, the reason they did it in New Jersey, in Sam's area, was they had money races, and they thought, I believe from what I gather, they thought there was some type of not cheating, but they put in a rule for no darkening. Now Sam can answer to this. Hold on. And they changed the system of how they did it. They came up, if we can't darken, we're going to lighten.
Okay, let me ask you one question. I don't know enough about it.
Why don't they do it here?
People do in Florida, or what they do in Africa. They can't darken because, and you went to visit
in Texas. They like different states.
You went to visit a fellow in florida, very successful pigeon flyer. There it was 90-degree heat. He had the heat mats on the floor. You remember that fella? And they don't darken there.
No,
they light.
They light,
right, and they must cut the flights to see.
What I'm saying here, what I'm saying is, in different areas, they adapt. They do different things.
You have
here, like I say, here, if everyone plays hockey with a straight stick, then everyone plays hockey with a straight stick. That's what it is. Then all of a sudden, one day you show up with a curved stick and you're shooting the puck better, or you're doing something different, and everyone says, "Oh, I gotta go get a curved stick."
Yeah, I know.
Right. Can I ask you a question? Let's go to the hockey arena right now.
There'll be no straight sticks.
There'll be not one. Can I ask you something? When you were a little kid, did you have straight stick or curved stick?
We used to shoot the puck. We used to use horse shit, frozen horse shit.
Can I ask you a question? When I ask you a straight question,
I used to shoot a straight shit with horse shit. Okay? We never had pucks even. We used to get the horse shit.
Now,
it was frozen.
One other thing.
Go out in the pond and shoot the horse shit.
Oh, great. That took you bloody well a long time to get that out. I asked you a simple question, and what do? You go around it, you give me some cockamamie.
A straight stick.
I know. Ray.
And we used horse shit for pucks.
Ray, settle down now, Ray. Anyways,
so it's the truth.
Okay, but here's the best. Here's the best part.
Play hockey on the pond.
When you darken, okay. Can I move on from this? I give you 1 point, and you sit on here for the whole bloody 15 minutes about shit.
Then all of a sudden they brought pucks. Okay. We're shooting pucks into the snow. We couldn't find them.
Anyways, can I get back to this?
My dad just bought a puck. Cost him $1.
If we darken the pigeons, these one-loft pigeons, they only get 8 hours of practice a day. If we darken the one-loft pigeons, I'm talking one loft. And right now in the summer, what time does it get light here?
6 o'clock in the morning.
Right now we could call birds in right now. Right now we could.
Well, it's a bit dark.
Getting there, but they'd still be coming in. So that's
10 to 9.
10 to 9. So that would be how many hours? 15 hours of daylight. For every day that we lighten them. And we let them out at 6 or 5:30 in the morning, and we bring them in at 8 o'clock at night. How many days do we get for one? We get 2 days in one. So that means if you let those birds out for 30 days before training and you're not darkening, you're actually letting them out 60 days before the first toss because you're getting 2 days in one. One thing I think with one-loft birds is they need more time, more playing time, more being pigeons time. Pigeons time. Sit on the roof, go on the lawn, sit in the tree, go on the lawn, get in the bath, fly around the trees, land, get scared by the hawk, get the flag given to them, land back on the loft. Again, again, again. When you lighten, you get 2 days for every one. When you darken, you get 1 day. You have to cram 2 feedings in 8 hours. You got to cram in, getting them out, getting them on the board, getting them in, have the stopwatch on them to get them in, blah, blah, blah. And you know what you're still doing? You're still growing them in the goddamn dark. And you know what? They just, in one-loft birds, they don't thrive on it.
The bottom line is it's more natural.
More natural.
Right. The barn plugs in the morning, they're going out now at 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. You hear the robin already chirping around 5 o'clock in the morning.
I like to normally get up about 9 o'clock in the morning. Hold on.
Well, the winter.
But if I get up here, I got up here this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. I looked out the thing. What do you think was in the aviary?
It was full.
It was full. What does that tell you?
They want to go out and live.
They want to go out and live. That's right. So when we loft fly them, they will go out at the same time. They will stay out all day. And yes, like years in the past, we open the chute. Everybody goes out. The chutes get shut. The drinkers are outside. Let the pigeons live like pigeons outside. Go, play, and be pigeons. None of this sitting in the loft on the perches. No. Sit in the roof. Sit in a tree. Sit under the loft. Remember Troy said last year the birds were under the loft. Sit under the loft. You don't care where you sit. But you will be outside. You'll be get busy living. Anyways. Is that what shooting the shit means? Says Tracy. And that's 100% shooting the shit.
Do yourself a favor. If you want to play hockey in the summertime, get your horse shit, put it in the freezer. And then when you go out on the pond to play, the shit doesn't sink. It floats.
Anyways, so on those notes there, so far, I think the lighting is positive.
I think it's more positive.
More positive. And what's great about flying pigeons is you can always evolve.
Where are we going next?
We don't know. We don't know where we're going. I still truly think for the best one-loft race experience in my dreams of doing it again, not next year, the year after, I don't know, maybe 10 years down the road, I will only accept pigeons that have raced the full season in other people's lofts. Send me birds that have raced. Why? When you get those birds in, what do you have now?
You have number one, you have strength, body strength, immunity, and knowledge.
You
just break them.
You got confirmation that they can sing and dance.
And break them, no problem.
Nobody's done that. Nobody. And nobody will attempt to do it.
I've done it myself.
Well, no one loft race has done it. We'll do it. I don't know when, but we're going to do it. Maybe when you hit 80. Ray. You're Ray. You know that?
When I hit 80.
Hey, yes. We got Will on. And the lighting is more natural for the birds, I believe. I want you to go out and grab, you can bring 2 birds in at once. Bring both the birds in. I got 2 birds. I wanted to show Will. Will,
wait, who am I?
Ray, go get 2 birds. Ray. Here, pass those over to me. I'm going to try them on while you get them. What a nice gift I got you. You never even thanked me. Yeah, that's what, your 3rd pair?
My first pair lasted me 37 years.
And then you ran them over.
Second pair, I'm going to find them one day.
Yeah.
I put them down. I forgot where I put them. I don't know what happened.
We're getting them. We're getting them the Apple tracker. He's getting tracked, so we know. And it tells you how many circles he does in a day. Go grab those 2 birds. Will, if you're on, Looks like I'll be cutting the flags instead of darkening from next season. And Troy. You see Sam. I'm going to post his name on here. Troy, message Sam. Be friends with him. He's a nice guy. He likes to see people do well. He will give you all the little tips that he does for the lighting and how he does it. And that's for anyone. Guys, I was at Sam's place. I've seen his results. This guy is a guy to be reckoned with, I believe, anywhere he flies.
One at a time.
And we'll go get the next one. So that way I'll show them both in a row. But I just wanted to say that 100%. Guys, ask Sam, and that's for all the great details on it. I'll have to, when I see Sam again in the future here, I'll sit down and do another lighting video.
My opinion of this system also makes the bird stronger in the wing.
Okay.
By the time his flights grow back,
Okay.
he's a lot stronger in the wing.
Now, this is for Will. So Will, I didn't realize Will bought 3 birds. I thought he only bought 2. So tonight you're going to get 2 tonight, Will. Again, guys, Will has been with us for over a year now. And, hey, Will, I was talking to Sam, and Sam sent some photos of some birds that he's got picked out for you for our race from Sam's area. Very, very nice. You can see the quality in the young pigeons. Get a hold of Sammy there, and he'll send you the pictures. Here's your first bird up. This is from Arrowhead Loft from Aurelia, 3319. And I hope, I just jammed my knee. I hope the camera's not overly buffering. There it is. Nice, balanced, very nice pigeon. There you have it. Whoops. Again, back is strong. Vents are strong. A little bit open. They're going to tighten up. Nice strong wing. Good muscles on the pigeon already. Nice snap to the wing already. But quality, very, very nice. Arrowhead Loft is north of us. He flies good pigeons. I don't know, again, the family of the pigeons. But I know on race days, on the short end, this guy is always there. Very intelligent pigeon. Nice, eh?
This is a hen, this one.
You can't beat these quality. Again, hand selected at the Borden Bond auction. We selected them.
100%.
Again, this one's a little deeper.
Look at this one.
Here's the next one up. Will, let's read the number. From WW 322. This is Keith Woods. Now this is all, I believe this is all Gannis, old Gannis blood. I can't remember the pedigree. Got a nice tick in the eye. Bird's coming along nice. It's already dropped its first, so it'll be dropping its second here in about 2 weeks. And there you see it. Looking good, looking sharp.
Very nice hen.
Arrowsmith, Arrowhead. I can't remember every name. Arrowsmith. I guess it's Arrowsmith. Troy flies against them. Nice strong back. A little bit deeper of a pigeon. Again, this pigeon has to develop.
I was just going to say that.
Right?
Yeah.
Back is tight. It's spoon-tailed. It comes up, but it will, as the birds get in better condition, they lower a little bit. This one's got a little nicer vent bone than the other one. The other one's a little more muscular. But very nice, curious look. Smart-looking pigeon. And I will tell you, healthy. Soft, silky feathers. Already dropped its first. Yeah. So there you go. Will, there's 2 out of the 3. Pioneer Hunger Games. These birds are flying for the money. Mike Sheridan has activated his birds into the money. So, guys, you are now going up against Mike Sheridan. So, yeah, it's Arrowsmith Loft. I kept thinking Arrowhead. Arrowhead's in the U.S. Different name. Good luck to Will. Thank you, Tracy. And, again, hopefully, you know, guys, if there's a time you want to see a bird or something, you can kind of let me know. Let me think. Maybe I can find it. This was easier because, again, they had markers for auction birds, so it was easy to pick out of a section of 300 a little bit easier. But I will be bringing birds on the family show. I'll try and bring other people's birds on just to show you them. Still at this time, I'm not getting in there. He's not getting in there. There's no bothering of the birds. We're doing something different. We're just letting them, what I call, discharge. Learn to eat, learn to drink, learn to go in the aviary, learn to get your perch, and repeat that every day. That's it. Look good, beautiful, thank you. Thank you, no problem. You're very, very welcome. Getting back to what we talked about last night, canker. Canker. Isn't it something? All pigeons have it. All pigeons have certain levels of it. What does it look like? There's a young pigeon. You can see canker in the bottom part of the mouth. Okay. Sometimes you open up the mouth on a pigeon and you see the canker ball. This bird's been open. You see it grows in.
You can actually feel it.
Yeah.
You know.
And normally you pull them out and they have a, I don't know what's the texture, but it has a texture.
You can almost feel it when it's.
There's navel canker.
That's right, navel canker.
And that's
even rectal
right.
canker, right?
And that's navel canker that's been left to completely kill the bird.
You feel the back end of a pigeon, for example, around the vent, and you could feel in there. I could feel it. I can feel something's not right there.
It almost feels like a type of marrow on the end of a chicken.
It happened to me the other day, and I felt. I said, "Oh, I could feel something there," and I just gave it a little bit of a squeeze in back from the end of the vent.
Yeah.
And I went and I gave it a little bit. It just felt, and I just gave it a bit. This chunk came out about half an inch long. It was a canker in that area.
Yeah.
And I've relieved the bird. Bird's perfect.
Bird's perfect.
Yeah. Just did a physical examination of the bird.
And again, you can bring birds in. Your birds have no canker, or I shouldn't say they have no. Their canker is stable. The levels aren't changing. They stay at one point. You can bring a new bird in. From his loft, he has his own canker. And when the birds mix, because they can get it through drinking in the water, picking up feed off the ground, kissing, fighting, whatever, they pass saliva. The cankers slightly mix, and you can get a little outbreak here, there. It changes.
Well,
it changes.
Once you stress the bird, the canker level goes up. You give them a stress,
and
it goes up.
What are stresses?
A stress could mean, for example, if you never put your birds in baskets, train them to be in baskets, and you take them from the loft. First time in a basket, you're stressing them. Take them away from the loft, his parents. He's getting stressed. There's stress there. Those certain stresses put him into a race where it's very tough on him, and he's not in physical condition because you didn't program him to be that way. He's going to get into that stress mode.
And then
right?
Mixing birds on a transporter where they're drinking out of the water.
Yeah, and
they're picking, whatever they're doing.
If they're in baskets, they've never been in a basket with wire on the bottom, like when they go in the truck.
Yeah.
You got wire bottoms,
yeah.
So when they crap, it goes through. But if they've never been standing on wire for 8 hours, stress. There's so much stress.
I was at a
loft.
loft.
You want to get stressed. Lock them out for one night. Don't let them in. Leave them out on the board. Lock the chute. Hopefully the coons don't eat them. They get stressed. So you got to condition your pigeon so he doesn't have stress. When you bring him to a one loft race, make sure he eats. Make sure he knows how to drink. Make sure he can drink out of this. Make sure he can drink out of this.
Do
Don't.
Do you know what
help them out for stress.
I always hear the same thing.
Mm.
If someone brings birds,
Right.
brings us birds,
Mhm.
maybe you're not here, gives me the birds, and boy, they're real nice.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, oh, geez, they're nice.
Mm.
I just took them away yesterday, or I just took them away this morning. Put them in the car. What do you mean I just took them away? I just took them out. The parents are on the next round. The parents are feeding babies this big.
They're still in the box.
They're still in the box. The parents are feeding them. Don't they look good? Yeah, they do. They look great. Thanks. What am I supposed to say? Nothing. Now hold on. Put the birds into the loft. About 2 to 3 days later, he'll come out and he'll say, there's a beautiful yellow. Really looks nice. This thing, it doesn't know how to eat. It doesn't know how to drink. It can't find nothing. It's running around. It's blinking. Or this checker. And I say, which one? And I look, and it's the guy who took him away that day. Took nice, strong youngsters. And you know what he taught them to do? Do you know what he taught them to do? He taught them to fail.
Well, I'm just saying, those youngsters that come, they should already be loft flying. And they just took them away from the parents, from the section. I got young ones out here, and I can bring them in. I can bring in a young one. I'm telling you, his tail is literally this long.
What we're going to do?
Not even a half an inch.
Hold on.
And I'll tell you, this sucker here, I'm going to tell you.
Bring him in.
He blows the doors off anybody that brings a bird. Oh, take a look at my bird. Full wing, full tail, full everything. Look at it. It's beautiful. Bring it in here. It doesn't know how to drink the friggin' water. It can't eat. I had some birds come in here. I
already went through it. I
like to feed birds on the floor. My birds on the floor. Okay, I like to feed them on the floor. I got birds that came in. I guess they only fed them out of a feeder. Dowels and feeders, okay? Hey, I'm not blaming the guy, but are you teaching your birds to learn different things? And I'm feeding on the floor. I'm looking. These birds here don't eat. I got a section right next to it where I've got dowling, where I'm feeding old birds, right? Mm-hmm. These pigeons are going through trying to get into the dowling to eat. I'm going, what the hell? I'm just feeding you here. Everybody else is eating, but you guys aren't eating. What's going on? I had to put a feeder in with dowling, so they eat. And then they would eat.
Now,
I'm saying, are you training your birds?
It's not
to be successful.
It's not that the guy that sent the birds wasn't trying his best.
He did.
You gotta think outside of the box. Sorry about that, guys. We're going to have to run the sound like this from now on. Let's hope it's working.
Somebody should give it the thumbs up. Oh, so we're going to get an echo?
Hold on. We're going to just make sure this works. All right. Every night we got a problem.
It seems to be, remember we had it last year. Only so many minutes and then it cancels out.
All right. There we go. Can you guys hear us now? Good now. Okay. It's good now. So we're going to try not to overhear ourselves. There's a bit of an echo. Is the echo gone? Is the echo gone? Let me know if the echo is gone. Echo's gone. Okay, so
So you want me to show this youngster?
yeah, if you want to get the youngster, that's great. I was gonna say something and I forgot.
You got dementia?
I'm related to you. Okay, yeah, if you want to show the youngster that you've got weaned, that's eating and drinking on its own, you're not hand feeding it in any way.
No way.
Go get it.
100%.
Go. Run. It's in the basket. We're going to time you. How long will Ricky take? Put your guesses in. I'm going to start the stopwatch.
I say about 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
2 minutes. What are you doing? Well, you are 70. I guess you are over the hill.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All
do me
my
a favor.
friends, they never say that.
Don't wear your glasses out there, eh, Ray?
Call me Stevie.
Stevie or Ray? Nichols, hello. Okay, so everything's working good now. Ricky's going to go out and grab that bird. Again, I want to tell people, if you have birds already in the race, your birds are here now.
This is
okay,
gonna be-
get going
This
because
is gonna be for him.
oh,
You check the deals.
I'll
A
check
lot
the
of
deal.
deals in here.
All right, go grab them. I wanted to show this again. There you guys go. $100 per pigeon. 50 for admin. The remaining 50, 25 to the board in, 25 for prize money. It's the Pioneer Hunger Games. You pay now. It's a one-time payment for the Hunger Games. Your birds are in it to win it. There's now, I would say, I'm going to say not 15. I think there's about 1,700 in the pot. Pot is going up. Thank you to everyone who purchased the Pioneer Hunger Games birds. And I'm going to say thank you to Mike Sheridan. He was the first guy to activate his birds. Good job, Mike. So, breeders, you have until June 1st to get them activated. If you don't know how to go on our site and activate them, put them in the cart and check out and all that good stuff, please let me know. We will help you out. And again, for Americans, people in the United States, you're going to ship the birds this Monday to us. That is right, this Monday. Please contact me before the end of the week to let me know how many you're sending. If you're sending 5, push it to 10. If you're sending 10, move it to 15. Why? I want you to have enough opportunity, enough bullets in the gun. You don't have to play with a small army. Okay? Just throwing that out there, folks. The echo is gone. Darren Shepard, thank you. Yes, we can hear you now. Sorry, my mic died. 20 minutes. No, sorry. 20 minutes. Oh, he's back. Ricky's back.
How long did it take?
You know what? Before the people started guessing, you were back.
So this is the youngster here.
All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the
I
camera.
like to wean early.
Hold on. I want you to put hold on. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this up, guys. And there's no shit here.
Somebody backed up with a little bit of
Well, you weaned him in a basket.
baloney in the back here.
All right, here. Put him. Hold on. We're just gonna let Ricky get him straight. Again, guys. For the rest of the evening, you can call him Stevie or Ray. He likes both names.
Stevie.
He's got his Keep Calm and Race Pigeons. Again, our Pigeon Boss hoodies. They're for sale. They're flying off the shelves, eh? We've sold 190 of them. They can't see that yet, Ricky. Can't do that yet. All right. Let's get him down here. Put him down. Here we
he
go.
is, folks.
Just there you go.
On its own. Eating and drinking like a big guy. Take a look at his tail feathers.
Now,
What are they? An inch long? About an inch. Right?
little inch, yeah. Yeah, the other little guy in the basket.
Little white flight.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you lift up the wings? Or just one?
And right now he's about, I'd say he's a third cropped on his own. He'll blow the doors off you guys that leave him with mama and papa. This guy right now, can they see it? Yeah.
There you go.
Even under here, look.
Oh, yeah.
See? This guy will blow the doors off you guys that got birds 1 month old with a full wing, sucking on mama's little nipple. and just took him away from mama. This thing here is going to blow. Take a look at his droppings. He's eating on his own. You see the dropping?
There you have it.
You see it?
And guys, you can see him there. He'll stay on there. We're not saying you got to do it. We're giving you another option. But the one thing that we're doing, this pigeon here, is we're asking him right now in here, does he have the?
You see when you put your finger there?
Does he have the intelligence?
He has it.
And wait, and what's the other thing we're checking? Inside of him, does he have the will to live, or is he going to start?
He should again. Take a look. Take a look.
I seen it, Ricky.
This guy's been weaned now for 4 days.
4 days.
Yeah, 4 days. So, and he's listening.
Michael,
you see it?
Michael Peevler won the time. He said 1 minute and 35 seconds. Tracy timed it. You're very, very good, Ricky. We got to find out that episode we did where we timed you going up to Twisted Sister.
I used to be able to go up and down in about 16 seconds, but I ain't doing it no more.
Was that crocked or barefoot?
I can't remember. Look at this.
Mike
this
Sharon asks, how old's this youngster?
This youngster here, how old is it? I'd say right now at this point, it's about 16 days old.
So I'll say between 16 and 18.
I weaned it about 4 days ago. Yeah, I weaned it 4 days ago. And look how intelligent. Very intelligent, boy. Look at it. Very nice. This thing's way ahead of your 4 or 5 week old pigeons already. By the time this thing's five weeks old, what's it now? It's two weeks and a few days old. And let's check the wing.
We did. Well, we already showed all that.
Okay, look.
Yeah, beautiful.
Look at the step in that wing.
Beautiful already.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
So
Now,
the stress, it's like taking a child away from its parents when it's 2 years old, or taking it away from the parents when it's 12 years old. That kid that you took away at 2 years old, by the time he reaches 12 years old, that sucker's gonna be a man, a human that can go out and work.
Can I ask you?
But the kid that's 12 or 14 years old, take him away from mama and papa, it's gonna be very hard for that sucker.
Now, if you wean 10 youngsters the same age, 18 days old, let's say 18's the day, or 20 days old, you wean them all, put them in a basket, put them in the section, whatever you do.
I didn't even show this thing to water.
I'm talking.
Yeah. Look at it.
Yeah, he wants to have a drink, I know.
I'll give him a drink right now.
You're going to give him a drink, and I'll switch the camera for that. You wean 10 or 12 of them like this.
Yeah.
And out of them all, they all do good except for 1 or 2. What do?
I knocked them off.
You eliminate them.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a bit harsh?
Do I?
Yes.
Well, if I wean 12 and 2 can't do it, the rest can, I don't want to play around with it. I just eliminate it. I'm not wasting time. Now let's see how smart this guy is. He's never seen a container like this with water. I'm honest.
Okay.
Let's see how smart he is. Here. Let's see. Hook. Look. Whoa, look. He's never seen a container like this before. He's always been out of a drinker with a hole in the side of it.
Now, we're not saying he can win races. We're not saying none of that. But what we are saying is, we've asked, can he use his brain?
He's using it.
Does he have the will to live?
He has the will.
And hey, guys, that's Pigeons, right there. That's thinking outside the box. Like Mike Sheridan said. Mike Sheridan says his dad weaned pigeons 18 days old.
There you go.
Same age as this.
I didn't write it on the calendar. This thing I weaned it 4 days ago. So
well, let's ask Mike. Let's ask Mike Vanderyak. Mike, you know Bill Sheridan, and Mike Sheridan said his dad weaned him at 18 days old. Mike Vanderyak, how was Bill Sheridan?
How long is his tail?
As a flyer.
His tail is only ½ an inch long.
It is.
Take a look.
That's it.
His tail's a half an inch long.
Half an inch long.
You don't think he's healthy? Take a look at his droppings.
We did. We've seen all
He's
that.
on his own.
Now, that's interesting. The one thing about this pigeon, if you were to send it to a one-off race, you can't guarantee it's going to win. But I can guarantee you, because you've removed it from mother and father, and you've got him living on his own, you're adding stress on his own. Basket, move the basket inside, outside, in the car, bring him on the show.
Now I give him stress here.
Now you give him stress here again. The bird has to survive. And if the bird makes it to 35 days old and he's looking good and strong, when you send him to that race, the odds of him getting a little further in the race go up. Because you're giving him the tools
He can
to handle it.
He can handle the stress. I mean, let me give you an example.
Hold on. Just enough of this for a second.
I know.
I'm just trying to answer the questions.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So stop with the go around and around. Just
Watch your hand getting
yeah,
around. And
I'm going to
shit.
stick this shit right in your head in a minute. Mike Vanderyak said, Bill Sheridan was a very hard to beat at any race, short or long. And I asked Mike, because Mike knew Bill, as you did, but we could say, say whatever. Well, we could say, oh, he's great. But I asked people that flew against him that knew as well. There you go. Will says, how much for him? No, we're not selling him. Come on, leave him be. It has to survive the toughness. And that's what people look at when they send pigeons to races. This is the big problem. They look at 300 miles. They look at that little statement. No. 300 miles, that's the easiest part of the whole damn thing. It's getting them shipped, breeding them, weaning them, teaching them, shipping them, going through the post. The post was supposed to take 2 days. The post took 5 days. What stress does that have on the birds? All these little factors, going into a new loft. Hold on. Our lofts, wooden floors, dry litter, straw, nice, comfortable. If I send the birds to the Hoosier, I'm going to use Hoosier, Pattaya, the California Classic. The loft's full of wire floors. So the first day, my pigeon can't find the perch when he gets there because he's getting thrown off because there's 1,000 birds. And he sits on that wire floor. What does he then say?
Stress.
I don't like that. So guys, think about it. Don't look at the 300 miles. Look at all the little hills and obstacles and challenges are for those pigeons. And you'll say, 300 miles? When you get to that point, you've done very well.
I'll give you an example. I went to the farm.
Dude, is this another story?
No, I'm just saying. I used to haul manure.
Oh, no.
I take the manure over to the farm I know
Back to manure.
that wants to spread it. Go to dump it. The farmer says to his son, 8-year-old boy, 8 years old, John, get on the loader. When he dumps it, push it up in the pile. 8-year-old boy gets on the loader. You know what? You can't believe it. Now, you take kids, 16, 18, 19, 20, whatever, in the city. They can't even brush their teeth. Okay, Dad, I'll get in the loader. Boom, he's on the loader and he pushes the shit. That's what I'm saying is, I'm saying, but you learn the smarts. Smarts.
But the father of the boy that was on the farm,
he did the same.
He taught the little boy to be a little man.
Well,
learn.
Yeah,
that's it.
You
now,
know, and if you don't, what I'm saying is, you don't educate young. You can't. It's like the older that dog is, the harder it is to teach him the tricks.
And that
start from the beginning.
Young. The same time.
And that's it.
The same
this
time.
Thing here is starting right
the
now.
same time. It doesn't mean this.
thing.
It doesn't mean this pigeon can loft fly with the shit. It doesn't mean that it can train to come home. It doesn't mean that it has the capabilities to win anything.
Do you want to know something? I watched this pigeon.
I know.
He's already listening to us.
Wow.
He's already looking at us. Look.
You look like Ray.
He's all right.
Or you're Stevie. Who are you tonight? Stevie?
No, I can see the intelligent in this pigeon.
Okay.
And I can see he wanted a drink of water.
All right.
And I
okay.
gave him a drink of water. And
All
he
right.
went naturally. Look he's listening.
He's enjoying it.
Yeah. Now let's see if he wants more water.
You want to keep giving him
Want
water.
some water? Here, come. Come. Up. Come on. Come.
There you
see
go.
See how intelligent? Look. Come. Drink. Come.
Yeah, well, he's had enough. He had a big gulp there before. All right, so we were talking about canker. Mike, I know you said something about canker yesterday and the show cut off. I don't know if you want to re-put in what you said. Tracy says, Ricky loves talking about shit. Yes. The same principles apply. The younger, the better. And I do think training pigeons, again, at the right age, is key. Especially with your own birds. You know, one loft is not as easy to do that because you get birds that come in. Some people have a 5-month window, whatever. But with your own birds, I think Mike is 100% right. Get them trained when it's time to start training them.
Like this youngster here, I weaned with 5 other birds.
Yep.
I put them, young ones, I put them in the basket. I never showed them the water or nothing. I put a little feed tray in. I got the drinker with the holes. Never showed them nothing. Boom. Picks it right up. Picks it right up. I got birds that come in again. They're 5 weeks old.
We understand that. We're not complaining. You make it like you sound like a bloody well old record, man.
Look at him stretch his wings.
Stretching his
Ready
wings.
to fly.
He's ready to fly now. Jesus. By next weekend, you'll have him at least at 50 miles by next weekend or what?
I'm in the car. I put him in the basket and take him in the car in another week or 2.
One loft racing is different, as Mike says. Again,
he's right. But this thing, if I send him to a 1 loft race in another 2 or 3 weeks, this guy is going to know.
It's funny. We were talking about canker, and I've been to a whack of lofts in Europe. Mm-hmm. And one product that they use almost every week, sometime through the week, beginning and or the end or once, they use yellow drops. They either use it in the nose, they use it in the mouth, they use it in the feed, they use it in the water. I've had
good for respiratory.
Different people use it different ways. But that's a product for canker, natural, works good. Now, the secret to the yellow drops, guys, whatever one that you get, I recommend, she stains your fingers. She stains your clothes. It has to stain. That's the best one. Just throwing that out there. Other products to use for canker, if you can get them. I'll post them up here. I took some photos. Emtrol. You can get it. There it is. This is this one here. You can get at Siegel's Pigeon Supply there in Louisiana. That's a good one. Ridzol. Again, Siegel's. They got all different percentages of one. This is the one I would go for right here. And that's a different yellow drop, different label than the one we have, but it's stained. It's the same one. They just market the label themselves. All 3 of those products you can get at Siegel's. Okay? They're in Louisiana. Ed Menville runs it. Canadians, if you buy it and they send it to you and the government takes it away, hey, that's your problem. But these are some products here. Go for it to help fight against canker. Again, you can't get rid of it, but you can bring the levels to a controllable level on the pigeons. So there you have it. I thought I would throw that up. Wonderful listening to you. The night doesn't last long. And thanks for Alfred coming in again. We're going to be posting to our breeders. Oh, hold on. Let me pull this off. To our breeders that we represent in Europe, we've put together a result page that we're going to post every week. So if the people, if our breeders like Alfred, like Dennis Sapin, like Chris Clarebot, like the breeders we represent, they send us their results. We're going to make weekly posts on the show. And the reason we want to do that is because, guys, when we auction off these pigeons from these lofts in Europe, these people Don't do it they're not one-time wonders. They're consistent weapons. Alfred is a consistent, hard, super hard loft to compete against. He's going to be there when the birds go in the basket. His birds will fire. And that goes for not only Alfred, it goes for the Munichs, it goes for Verstrada, Emil Denny's. I can go on and on and on.
You do go on a lot.
I do. That's what I do.
What do you notice with this pigeon right now?
Now he's sitting right beside you, like he's sitting beside Mummy.
He's leaning right against my arm.
I see him.
This is incredible.
Absolutely incredible. Harmony in the loft. Establish a pecking order. Proper ventilation, not overcrowding, are the best ways to avoid canker and other diseases. Obviously, your respiratory, the ventilation in your loft's a big thing. Overcrowding, yeah, I think that's another one. And harmony in the loft, I think is another thing. And people forget what harmony is in a loft.
Harmony is...
Even you going into the loft and being crazy and grabbing birds rough, and that takes harmony out.
I always go in my loft.
And you say
before
hello.
I go in, I say hello, 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 hello before I go in. And I talk, I even like to sing when I get in the loft. The birds know it. I walk in the loft and the birds don't move for me. They know it. And when I call for feed, I continually call for feed. And they know that call. They know it, they know it, they know it. And that's harmony in the loft, right? Look at this thing here. I don't think I'm going to be able to send this to the races, Ryan. I'm just getting too attached to it
Jamie
now.
says, Mike Vanderyak, how's your bird going to do 736? I don't know. Mike will have to answer that. But yeah, we talked a little bit about canker. Sort of, I'm sorry guys about last night again. We had, my phone needed a backup or something.
It's even not good here on our screen.
That's just, no, it's good. The picture's good, yeah. Mark already posted that. Okay, Mike already posted that. But I did want to come back on today. We showed Fabio's birds that came in. Very, very nice. We're accepting birds now, guys, again till June 1st. Please, if you want to be a part of the Pioneer Hunger Games, you want to fly against the board and bond race, you want to fly against those combine pigeons, you can enter your birds in now. Owners, you have until June the 1st. After June 1st, we're going to open it up so people can go and select your pigeons if they want. Mike, why don't you guys in Southern Ontario cut the flights instead of darkening? I don't. Troy is on to this tonight. Troy's on all about cutting the flights.
What, the guys in Southern Ontario, why don't they do it?
They just don't do it.
Well, that's their problem. That's fine. Or maybe it's our problem. Discuss it with them. We're doing what we want to do, and we're doing it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why are 90%, 80%, 75% of the lofts that I go and visit in Belgium and Holland, why do they say almost to a point, we don't even want to fly cocks anymore? Here, I can take you to 5 or 6 all right flying lofts. They fly no old bird system. They fly natural system. The widowhood system is not even trained properly. It's not done properly. Troy, in different areas, people try different things, and they do something different.
That's how you evolve.
That's how you evolve.
That's right.
Like I say, there's going to be a time when I believe one-loft racing should be mixed with other one-lofts and go up together. Or one-lofts and combine should mix together and play together. Brings the quality up. But we're not there yet.
Where did you go there? I remember you went to watch 2 races. Where was it again? In Belgium. 55,000 pigeons, all flying in different directions slightly.
But they're just...
What was it?
I can't remember. I was in Belgium. Yeah, there was 60,000 birds flying from Quievrain. But that's all going one way. But I'm saying...
Still, 55,000, that's a lot of lofts, my friend.
Hey, that's a lot of pigeon brains in the air.
You got that right. And look at this sucker here.
Hey,
it's like guys would say, oh, you wean them too young. Is that right? This thing here, you see it sitting with me? This thing knows I'm his friend.
So look, guys, you're talking. Troy, I'm going to ask you a question. Are you flying cockbirds? You're looking at this man here, Alfred. He says, what does he write? Cocks are only good for the hens when they come home. Do you think a guy like Alfred and Art that have been flying pigeons their whole life,
Hey,
they're flying against the stiffest competition? Do you think they would park the cocks?
how did Alfred fly this week against competition? You'll see exactly how he flew. You think the man's stupid and his dad's stupid?
No.
I don't think so.
And look, here it is. I mean, again, I can't.
You see how he flew.
All right, you take a look here. 12,000 pigeons in the whole area. 12,000.
12,000.
He's 23rd, 52nd, 142nd, 241. And guys, just so you know, message Alfred and look at the Hoyman's results. Jan Hoyman's. Alfred twisted them up like a pretzel and crushed them.
Yeah, he's got a small team of birds. He's not flying against somebody
He's got-
with 150, 200,
Alfred's
300
got the
birds.
same amount of birds as I'm going to throw a guy out
The
here
top percent
as Troy. He's flying the same amount of old pigeons
against 12,000 birds.
as Troy.
Yeah.
Same size loft.
Troy's flying against maybe 1,400.
Yeah, we're not
it's
not knocking Troy.
I'm not knocking Troy, but there's a difference there, my friend. A mentality of I'm not bragging for Alfred, but if Alfred came here and flew against 1,400 birds, Alfred puts 15 or 20 in. He's going to take the first 12 positions right off the top against these 1,400 birds. This guy's flying against 12,000 pigeons.
What I'm saying is, Alfred is flying with the same amount of pigeons as Troy, or the amount we would fly, or Jimmy Smith, the same amount of pigeons.
Right.
Same amount of pigeons. But he's flying against
12,000 pigeons.
and some of the best flyers in the world.
That's right.
Now, can you win?
and I'm
Can
sure-
Can you win with small numbers of pigeons?
Yes, I'm sure Alfred's probably pissed off because his first bird came what? To 20? How much was it? 20 something?
23rd.
23rd. Alfred's going. He's pissed off because he was 23rd out of 12,000 pigeons. Next week he's going to be 10th.
Hold on.
And right. So
Davey's got something to say, Ricky.
what?
Davey's from Ireland. We love Ireland.
I love the Irish people.
They're good. Big fan. Always watch your videos, Rich Stevie. Calls you Stevie. You know, every time from now on, Stevie, I want you to wear the glasses, big guy. Hold on.
I just called to say I love you.
Then he said, Rich Stevie. Ha. Is bang on. Old school is the new school. The fanciers need a man like him. Big up Ireland. Big up in Ireland. There are athletes. They are athletes, not pets. Thanks.
That's right.
That's right.
He's 100% right. And you see little things.
Sorry about the reading. It was
And
I
a
butchered
pigeon.
it.
I already see this pigeon. He's cuddling up to me. I already see him. I knew when he wanted a drink of water. I already see how smart he is. He's listening to me. I see that. Right?
You know what I'm
and
gonna
other
say?
birds that can't do it,
You know,
they can't. They
if-
can't. Look at him. Look.
in the middle of the summer, when
You
you're
want some more
a little bit
water?
darker,
Here, look,
we're going
here.
to call you Ricky Milan, eh? Ricky Milan.
Look. Come on. Take a drink. Hup. Look. Whoop. He wants a bath now, eh?
Oh, probably. Anyways, we're going to keep posting our breeders' results as they send them in.
without remember one thing.
Go ahead.
Without any old school, there will never be new school. You understand me?
Hey, and I want to throw this up there. There's a picture of Alfred, Art, Mac, and Kiki. They're a family, guys. They play together. You've seen the results. You can friend them on Facebook. There's the name. That's what he goes under on Facebook. Send him a friend request. You got to ask him about pigeons, questions, systems. Alfred knows, easy going. And guys, he drives all night. So for North American time, you can message him anytime in the evening and you're going to get a hold of him.
What does he drive? He drives the best food in the world.
KFC chickens.
Chicken.
Gobble, gobble. Big Ricky keeps on turning.
Alfred, send me a box of chicken, please.
And I'm really angry. I will be, look, he's angry he came 23rd. He wrote,
That's what I'm saying. He's
I'll be
pissed
in the
off.
top 5 next week. And that's what's great about pigeon flying.
Yeah,
There's
he's
always
good.
next week.
Just going to turn that screw a little bit more.
That's right. And he can overturn it, he can underturn it, or he'll turn it just right.
I'm going to send this pigeon to Alfred.
You are?
Next time.
Next time. Put it in your shorts and take it over, Ricky. Anyways, guys, we wanted to come on here and do a quick recap of last night. It cut out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You guys are great again tonight with your commentary. Thank you. Thanks for your support in the one laugh race. We're going to hit, I think, just over 500 birds. I'd love to hit 6, 7, or 8 if we could. Hey, if not, we're going to make the best of what we get. We're going to have fun. The birds are looking great, which is the main thing right now.
They are looking touch wood.
We can do
Very
all
good.
the videos. We can sing, dance. We can do cartwheels. We're going to do all the videos. We're giving the birds a bit of their time. Give them a little bit. We're going to take a little more from them later on. This is a Pioneer Family Show. Again, we've got over 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's you guys. That has everything to do with you guys.
We're celebrating our 14th year in one loft pigeon flying.
That's right.
This is our 14th year.
So,
And we've had everything up and down, and we're still going.
Americans, this week coming is your time. Please have the respect to contact me before you do any sending and call me. So call me tomorrow, call me any day this week, and let me know. I'm sending them Monday, this coming Monday. Yes, give me the tracking number. How many birds you're sending, please let me know. Don't just send them. Remember, the Pioneer Hunger Games, we want to get activated every bird in this one loft race into the Borden. We want to go to Borden with 500 entries. Why do we want to do that? Because we want to show the Borden Club that we are serious about flying in their race. We support their race, and we want them to have the largest open young bird race in Southern Ontario and in Canada. And guys, I can't do it by myself. And Borden can't do it by themselves. We're all going to have to work together to make this about pigeon flying and making it great. So, please support these birds.
You know what I really like?
Go ahead, Ricky Seven.
If you can invite the president of the Borden Club on for an interview on one of our nights, that would be so good.
To who?
The Borden president.
Maybe I will. You know, but
That would be so
before
good.
I do that, I want to get 100 birds or 200 birds activated in. So I can go there and say, hey, look at the support. We want to see this race grow. Alfred says, Dutch rings in your loft. Yes, Alfred. We're going to show a Dutch bird next week. Van Zorn and Alfred together. That bird's not going anywhere. Rich loves it. Yes. Oh boy. Brian Mater says 14 years. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Brian says he's sending 2 May 20. You can't send 2. You're going to have to send 4. I told you. Everyone double. I watch your video all the time. Hold on. Davey's back. See, in Ireland, they don't call him Dave. It's Davey. I like that name. You never hear Davey.
I like the Irish people. I know I went to Dublin, Ireland. I had to jump a plane. And I was on the plane, and the girl sitting in front of me, she was an Irish girl.
Oh, no.
Beautiful girl.
I know.
Ryan was sleeping. She's speaking to me. She actually bought me a few vodkas.
Hold on.
And
Let's just, there you go. Did
Yeah.
you have the Rays on or the Stevies?
no, and she came from a family of 6 boys.
Mm-hmm.
She was the only girl in the family. She was going to New York.
Oh.
She was a table.
She was a what?
She was a table waitress.
A table waitress? You thought you said dancer before. Story changed, didn't it?
No, Ryan's telling me, Dad, don't talk to her after sleep. I said, hey.
Listen, as long as she's buying you drinks, you were okay.
I don't think I'll ever see her again.
This is what Davey said. I watch every video, love them all. All boys, no other like you. Fair play. There isn't a race on the planet like yours. You're true pigeon men. Good laughs. Hey, good times. Keep it up. Davey, thank you very, very much. And hey, Davey, you can participate in this race. If you didn't send birds because you can't, you're in Ireland, you can select birds. And if you want my opinion, ask some of the people in our race who has good birds. Friend request them on Facebook. It looks like you're only on YouTube. Or let me know. I'll point you out to some birds. Say, hey, this guy's got good birds. That guy's got good birds. If you can get a couple on your team for the Pioneer Hunger Games, go out and do it. That one got away. Yeah, that one got away. Anyways, okay. I think we're going to wrap this up. We've been on for an hour and 20. We recapped last night. Again, guys, keep your canker levels down. I recommend it. And remember, before breeding, middle of breeding, the canker levels can come up. Any type of stress, the canker levels adjust. Watch it. Do your research on it. Read on the internet. Talk to people. Get that book, like I said. Great read. It's like having a vet. And you guys are going to say, well, what's the book? What's the book? What are you talking about? What book? Blah, blah, blah. That's the book there. Tells you everything. The pigeon, color pages, photos, the whole 9 yards on the screen. Next week, what are we going to talk about? I can't tell you. You're going to have to wait.
That book there, the fellow's also
a vet.
Racing pigeon man.
A pigeon man. A pigeon man, pigeon vet.
Vet.
He does a little bit of it all. And that's great. And that's sort of what we look at. And from our own experiences, we try and guide you. We're always learning.
And you have been a bit loud for my pigeon, Ryan. Oh. Please.
All right, Derek. Anyways, guys, we're going to wrap this up. Good night, Sam. Thanks for the tips. Guys, if you want lighting tips, get a hold of Sam. He will help you. Good night, Michael Peevler. Good night, David Tracy. Good night to everyone. That's Ricky, Stevie, or Ray, whatever you want to call him.
We just called to say we love you.
We did. We do love you.
Yep.
Hey, we'll see you guys next Monday. Focus, guys, on getting your birds here. Mike Vanderyak, where's your team of birds? You're going to be in it to win it, my friend. Thanks for flying with us, guys. You have a great evening. Bye for now.